AEW Dynamite live from Chicago, Illinois. This Thanksgiving Eve, we are kicking off the 2024 Continental Classic with action in the Blue League. Mark Briscoe and Shelton Benjamin, both men looking for their first 3 points of the tournament, as Benjamin has been in the driver's seat for the bulk of this match, Tony.
It is a great way to start off this tournament, like to cover. However, don't forget, as you mentioned, 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, but if you lose the match, you get no points. And points are at a premium here. There is no question about that. You're only going to get 5 matches in this round-robin tournament on your side.
Yeah, Nigel, think about how loaded, I mean, both sides of the bracket are, but the Blue League, we got Shelton Benjamin, Mark Briscoe, the Beast Mortos, Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champion Daniel Garcia, and the Continental champion Kazuchika Okada. 2 champions occupying the same block.
Heavily stacked, so both of these men after these matches are not going to have any tomato cans, certainly.
Light him up here.
Look now, Benjamin just...
Come on.
We talked about the experience, tag team experience of Mark Briscoe and Shelton Benjamin. Of course, Shelton Benjamin, he's competed in multiple G1 Climax tournaments, in round-robin tournaments in Pro Wrestling. No, he actually made it to the finals of the 2015 Global League, where he went on to face Naomichi Marufuji. So he knows the thing about pacing himself in a round-robin tournament, Nigel.
Very important in the early days. You don't suffer either injuries or fatigue. Because if you're going to go the distance, you've got to have that gas tank. And Tony Mark Briscoe has it. He's been fighting since day one.
They absorbed everything Bobby Lashley gave him in the corner. And little redneck kung fu palm strikes here.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin getting backed up by Mark Briscoe, who now chop to the chest.
Oh, Briscoe's still got to be kind of resentful after losing the Ring of Honor title to Chris Jericho, the Learning Tree, El Nueve, who we will see in action later tonight.
That's right. 2 years to the day from the last time Jericho looked to defend the title against Tomohiro Ishii. He will attempt to do it again tonight on Dynamite, still to come. But right now, Mark Briscoe looking to right the ship, trying to turn things around on Shelton Benjamin. Capture his first 3 points of the tournament. Froggy,
Got it!
on target.
Oh, hurt himself.
But Briscoe clutching that rib. Oh, perhaps
Nice move by Lashley.
by Shelton Benjamin.
Yes, him too.
Lashley's so impressive, it's almost impossible to get him out of your head. I can understand that, as Briscoe might have, certainly didn't pop a rib out. He may have hurt his ribs on the landing.
As Briscoe,
Tried it again.
elbow dropped off the apron. Shelton Benjamin nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Roll him in the ring here. Got to get a win. Double count out's not going to do you any good.
Come on, baby.
Briscoe perhaps looking for another Froggy Bow with an injury or a potential injury to the rib. Not sure the wisdom in that, but Briscoe.
And Benjamin's prone here.
Taunted, and the knees were up by Shelton Benjamin.
Lured us all in that time, didn't he? Including, most importantly, holy smokes, he landed on his head.
High angle. Briscoe halfway. Oh, my Lord. The strength there, the suplex ability.
Shelton Benjamin is unbelievable.
Benjamin, of
Briscoe's
course,
got no choice but to believe it.
with that tremendous collegiate wrestling background, in addition to a storied professional wrestling career. But Mark Briscoe and Zigiri stuns Benjamin. And Mark Briscoe, Tony, as we've learned, one of the most durable athletes here in AEW or otherwise.
Going for, I believe, a Jay Driller here.
The finishing move of his late brother, Jay Briscoe. Hold on.
But the roll up, the reversal. Benjamin breaking free. Briscoe looks to create distance. Sweeps her out. No. Benjamin comes in with the Gamengiri right into the face of Mark Briscoe.
See, it got him in his right eye there. And
Running knee in the corner. And Benjamin, the thrust kick. Is that going to be it? No.
Barely got out of it.
Mark Briscoe. If he wasn't missing his 2 front teeth, I'd say they'd be gone after that thrust kick from Shelton Benjamin.
On the money.
The fans behind Mark Briscoe, as always, amazed by what Shelton Benjamin can do. But I tell you, they are trying to will Mark Briscoe back into this.
But another thrust kick could spell disaster, as Benjamin now, that exploder into the power slam. Benjamin The leg is hooked and collects his first 3 points.
Winner of this match, Shelton Benjamin.
See the look on Benjamin's face shows you that was not as easy as he might have envisioned it. The other members of the Hurt Syndicate coming out here now to celebrate.
MVP Bobby Lashley. MVP, he was talking earlier that they are here in AEW to collect championships, to accumulate leverage. And Shelton Benjamin with 3 points in this match, Tony, obviously in the lead, but putting himself in good running for World's End and the semifinals of the Continental Classic. As we take a look at the updated standings, Shelton Benjamin with the first 3 points on the board.
First 3 points on the board, and you see the number of opponents he has to still go through to get to the final round.